We will work with the Ministry of Colleges and Universities to propose the Affordable Post-Secondary Education Act. This will entail allotting $50 billion to expanding the eligibility for financial aid.
You heard that right. That's a high school student in the role of Premier. It's part of the Legislative Assembly of Ontario's model parliament, where students like Suzelle get a chance to walk in the footsteps of current politicians, quite literally.
It's a thrill just to be sitting there like where actual MPPs have sat and just see what they're seeing when they're sitting in that seat. And it's just, you adapt this whole character and you get this incredible feeling of confidence. It's actually, I thought it would be the opposite. I thought I'd get there and I'd be so nervous and like trembling, but you get this confidence and this excitement and you want to speak, you want to hear everyone's opinions, and it's absolutely amazing.
Suzelle says she's not only learning a lot, but also feeling inspired.
I love being Premier to start off, and I've been looking out in the Parliament and all I see is painting of men, and I only saw one painting of a woman. I love the fact that I can be a woman and have this opportunity. That is something I love about being Premier, is that we now have widened the opportunity for women to be in these roles and just to be able to finally have a voice in these politics, which is really important to me.
The Model Parliament program has been running since 2013 and is open to grade 10 to 12 students from across the province.
So they applied to be the representative or the MPP from their riding. We tried to get as many students from as many ridings as possible.
This year, there were 115 students selected to participate. They each complete a political spectrum quiz and get placed within parties A, B, and C.
They'll write an entire party statement, and then they will have people campaigning within the party for them to elect a party leader and a deputy leader. And once we have that, then they're going to start working on their bills.
The bill we wrote is about sustainable agriculture.
The EPO urges the Ministry of Agriculture to promote local farmers markets and Ontario-made products to boost the economy, create jobs, and reduce import costs.
It's about incentivizing better practices in farming, and so it's interesting, we had to balance economic and environmental considerations to get the best bill, and we're the opposition and we're trying to pass a bill, and so a bill that we could get other people to agree with. So that was an interesting mindset to have, that we need to have other people backing us on this and we need to be open to changing it. And it was a great experience to have lots of people putting their voices into it and then knowing that we'd be able to change it further.
Next, I'm going to recognize the leader of the official opposition.
Jack was selected by his peers to be the leader of the opposition, or Party B, and at the age of 15, he is one of the youngest participants.
I love politics and I want to have a career in politics one day, and to be able to act out really interesting things like this, it was like a dream.
They're really, really impressive kids. If you heard some of them talking, they say they're 15 years old, you're like, whoa. I was not like that when I was 15.
I love to get involved in my community. I think I can do a lot of other stuff that I wouldn't have been able to do without this program. And then I just like new opportunities to learn about the way our politics and government work.
Some of that learning includes what it takes to pass a bill.
Just passing one bill or some kind of action is something that takes a lot of process and a lot of time.
All those in favor of the Skills Act will please rise and remain standing until recognized by the clerk.
Brandon's party put forward a bill about reintroducing home economics training, which ended up passing on the big day.
Ayes being 61, the nays being 43, I declare the act carried.
We're trying to make sure that Ontarians, especially our future Ontarians, are better prepared to lead lives as functioning and effective members of society.
Despite being the leader of the party with the fewest seats, Party C's bill was passed since the program allows for a free vote.
It's more fun that way. So each student is able to vote however they want. It's not a whipped vote. And then, so they really do need to work to convince the other parties of why their bill is important, why this idea would be essential for the province. And it's really interesting because we do stay nonpartisan. So having them understand to be political and to mention all these things, but without really because our program is nonpartisan. So it's a really interesting way for them to learn what that difference is and sticking to the topic at hand.
Brandon says he was also pleasantly surprised to learn about nonpartisan roles during the speed networking session leading up to their time in the chamber.
To hear their different backgrounds and how they ended up here was really amazing. It's kind of just The Legislative Assembly alone has this many opportunities. Like, I'm really excited to see what other kind of, organizations or institutions that I may not know of, or may know of somewhat, but don't know the full story of, and just to explore the different kind of pathways that are available.
That included learning more about the role of Ontario's Lieutenant Governor.
I'm very happy to see so many young people being curious and interested.
She really is an inspiration. This woman is incredible, and I loved hearing her.
It's the personal connections that Suzelle says she will cherish the most.
I've made such a family here, and I hope this, I wish I could do this every year. It's honestly really great, and I really love the family I've made.
For the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, I'm Amanda Cupido.